What up, my boys? We back, man. Get into some NBA today. What I'm liking, what I'm not liking. For today's slate on the NBA Cup, we gonna do some parlays. We're gonna do some straights, and you can take what you want, use what you want. You know what I mean? So we're gonna hop right into it, man. Y'all could put down in the comments, you know what I mean, what you playing today. Let me know what you like for today on today's slate, what you betting on. You know what I mean? The game start at 7. So, we got a whole bunch of good games on today. And let's get this bag. Let's get this money. If you chasing the bag, I'm definitely chasing the bag. I'm getting to it 7 days a week, you know what I mean? I just gotta start posting a little more. But y'all rocking with me. And we get to it. Y'all all liking and subscribing. I start hopping on, posting bets with y'all every day. Y'all can get some money. We can all eat. See, so today we got on the slate. Let's see. Let's start at the top, guys. On the matchup, we got the Boston Celtics today against the Brooklyn Nets, man. Boston Celtics being an 8.5 favorite. Um, with the over and under 217. Boston minus 400. Injuries for today. Al Horford out for rest. Jaden Springer out knee. Ben Simmons out for the calf. Finney Smith out with an ankle. Okay. Well, with that being said, man, Al didn't do much the other night. If you watched the first game, I noticed Al didn't do much. So that really don't matter. The line started, it opened up at 8.5 and it jumped to 9.5 in favor of the Celtics. And it went back to 8.5, 9.5 again. Now it's back to 8.5. Mm. So most people believe that it's a 50-50 that the Brooklyn will cover. And I kind of believe Brooklyn will cover myself just because Brooklyn is a fast, young, hungry team. They play, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of young players that got energy. The Celtics, they've been giving up leads. That's what they do under, Joe Mazzulla. You know what I mean? He's not really fixing the Celtics. He's just guiding a team that's already great. You know what I mean? The Celtics to be fixed, they will have to learn to stop giving up big leads in the fourth quarter. That's one of their biggest problems. They'll be winning majority of the game. You'll be feeling like your money's sealed, and then they'll be up 20 points, and then you'll look at 5 minutes later, and they're down 2 or they only up 3. So that's the problem with the Celtics. So you could kind of look at them as the same team from last year, and they're probably going to play a lot of those games as the season goes on and progresses. So I should say to you, for my liking, I would take the points with the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I mean? Take the 8+5 and let that roll. Next game we got on the slate, Indiana Pacers against the Magic. Indiana Pacers getting 1.5 at an over 224 total. Injuries, Isaiah Jackson, Nembhard for the Pacers, and you already know Ben Carroll, Wendell Carter for the Magic. These teams already faced each other previously. Magic won one game, Pacers won one game. The line opened at 2.5, jumped down to 1.5. Man, I'll take the Magic, man. The Magic at home, good defensive team. Even though they don't got Ben Carroll, it's probably going to make a lot of people just count them out. So that's going to give Vegas the odds to just probably bring home a nice bag when everybody blow on Indiana, and then Orlando takes the game because everybody's going to want Indiana. So take Magic. That's the logic in it. Ain't no big logic, but if you think about the way the books work, everybody want Indiana. You know what I mean? If you want to take Indiana, maybe take them with, add a couple more points on that +5. Probably add it to like +4.5, +5. And then, you know what I mean? You might could take Indiana, but just with the 2 points, I don't feel that's that safe. So I would take the Magic here. So next game on the slate, guys. New Orleans Pelicans against Oklahoma Thunder. OKC and is a 14-point favorite, 14.5 favorite, so that's 15 points they got to win by. And over and under is 223. Pelicans, it's almost like the same thing I was just telling you. The whole team's injured. Zion, you know, DeJounte Murray's injured. Uh, the list goes on over there. Then the injury is Chet and Caruso for OKC. So the injuries kind of cancel themselves out. And I still see OKC winning the game, even though, Pelicans is probably going to compete in this game. You know what I mean? I don't think that the 14 points, Mike could stand. But, you know what I mean? I just still think they can win by like 15, 16. So that's a give and take if you want to take those points. You know what I mean? And the game money line ain't nothing in there. They done drag that to the floor. So either you're gonna take the points on this game or leave it alone, or take the over and under. If you take the over and under, I believe the game will go over 223. So if you want to take the over 223, I'll take that instead of taking the side on that one. But yeah, OKC should win. So if you want to bet it, bet it. I don't know if I would want to take, you know what I'm saying? Most likely OKC should win around that many points, 15, 17. But who knows when it gets down to the ticky-tack fouls in the last 2 or 3 minutes, Pelicans might can pull back and cover. All they really going to have is Brandon Ingram, maybe Trey Murphy, Mike, not Trey Murphy, what's his name? What's the other guy's name? It's another guy coming back for the Pelicans tonight. I can't remember his name right now, but there's another guy coming back. He's good at rebounds and stuff. So yeah, whatever. Y'all want him, take him, man. Anyways, next game would be the Cleveland Cavaliers against the 76ers. Joel Embiid is back. He didn't look that good yesterday. So, you know what I mean? Let's start there. I know a lot of people's hyped up on Joel Embiid. He got a revenge spot. He got suspended. He should come back doing his thing, going hard. You know what I mean? But there ain't no Tyrese Maxey, and I think Tyrese Maxey makes Embiid better. They play together. They have the chemistry. Tyrese Maxey knows where Embiid's going to be when he needs to be. And without Tyrese Maxey helping him at certain points, sometimes he can get doubled and he might not be able to do what he likes to do. But if you look at the matchup, he's playing against Evan Mobley, he's playing against Jared Jackson. None of those guys can deal with him. If he wants to go off tonight, he can't go off for 30 points or more if he does want to go off, because none of that down low presence of the Cavs can stop him. If Paul George decides to even compete to the point where he's putting up 20 points and B wants to go against Jackson and them down low, Mobley and them down low, it can easily be an even matchup with just Paul George and Embiid going to the house. But who knows how strong Embiid is going to play tonight. But the difference is that if you look at the matchup, Garland and Mitchell up the top. You know what I mean? They can get caught up, and the points might not be that great because Garland's not as great as a scorer if Mitchell's taking over. He kind of just lays back and let him does his thing. It's either one or the other. And the difference is if you look at the Philadelphia on top, since it's no Maxey, you know it's going to be Paul George if they're taking over. So it could just be Paul George against the Donovan Mitchell. And then if you look at the bottom, you're going to need Mobley and Jared Allen to shut down Embiid. And that's probably not going to happen because he can do both of them guys. So it's not like a really uneven matchup. So I would look at it, maybe you want to take the points with the Philadelphia 76ers, who, you know, at this point, the books is giving 10 points, maybe 11. Depends on where you at. You might could get 12 somewhere, who knows? But with 12 points, I think that's a lot of points. And I know the Cavs been looking amazing. They haven't lost in what, maybe 10 games. And, you know, they're a great team overall. But at the fact that I'm looking at the injury report, it's saying that Jared Allen might not play tonight. So all he really has to do is deal with Evan Mobley. And you already know what Embiid can do to Evan Mobley. So if you look at the injury report, it's Jared Allen for Cavs and Sam Merrill, Tyrese Maxey, and they might be sitting Paul George. So if they sit Paul George, obviously, you know what I mean, it might be just Embiid against Mobley and maybe a couple of other good players. So this, I don't know, man. I think that the Cleveland Cavs should pull it off. Don't If you don't want to take the points, then don't take the points. But you know what I'm saying. I just think the Cleveland Cavs should win, but Philadelphia probably keep it closer than 12 points. It might be Cleveland Cavs by like 6 or 7. So it's on you, but you know what I mean. You can't take the points with Philly, in my opinion. Next game, Bulls and the Knicks. Um, Bulls getting 8 points. Over and under at 229. Um, Injuries, Zach LaVine, Jalen Smith for the Bulls, Jalen Brunson ankles for the Knicks, and Miles McBride. Mm. Guys. Take the points. Take the points. Take the points with the Bulls because who's going to point guard the team? We got McBride, who is the point guard that can shoot the most threes and move the ball consistently when Jalen Brunson's out. When he hits the bench, they throw McBride in from the sub. But then you got Brunson out, who's basically the main ball handler that's bringing the ball down, making sure everybody's getting the ball distributed in the right positions, or he's going to take the shot. You don't have nobody on the handle or the point guard. So then you look at what's next to step up for them in the shooting guard position. Somebody going to have to slide over, you know what I mean, on a team level, on a team perspective. So it looks like, you know, they're not going to be in a great position to really have the actual controllers that organize the team to do what they do. So, um, Kobe White for the Bulls, he might have his way up there if Brunson does sit, but I don't know if Brunson's going to sit. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that he might, but the books got him out there. So if Brunson don't sit, and it's Karl Anthony Towns and Brunson, just because they're just basically trying to fool people. Just take the points with the Bulls anyway. Because something's wrong with Jalen Brunson's ankle. And if y'all ain't going to peep that because they're telling you something on the opposite side, but the Vegas is not telling you that something's wrong with Jalen Brunson's ankle. That's not their job. They're just posting bets. Y'all come and hit him. But you got to look on the other info that's dropping about the NBA media, and obviously something's wrong with his ankle. I did see him tweak it. So, you know what I mean? You might want to rethink about that. Plus, I don't really trust the Knicks. They're not that great of a team. You know what I mean? Their chemistry is not meshed. They don't have that skill level together that they know where each other's going to be and everybody glides to the right spots. So, I don't know. I would take the points. But these is not the parlay. At the end, I give y'all some things to parlay. I give y'all some stuff to try to props to try to make a couple dollars on top. I'm just giving you what I likes in my leans in the games, and y'all can take what y'all think. You know what I mean? These ain't nothing I'm guaranteed betting. I'm not a professional bettor. You know what I mean? And if you guys, you know what I'm saying, looking for a professional bettor, so don't get mad at me because I'm just like you that's just trying to throw out advice because I make good money here and there. You know what I mean? Trying to help the community because you can't win them all. You know what I mean? You got to be an idiot to believe that we're going to sit here every day and put in 100 bets and we're going to hit them all. So we're going to make good quality bets over quantity. You know what I mean? We're not going to parlay 100 parlays and we're just going to look for maybe 2 or 3 good bets. We might throw them together. And sometimes you might find 2 or 3 good bets and make plus 70, you know what I'm saying? 7,000 something plus 7,000. It depends on what kind of bet you putting together because I've done did it. You know what I mean? I'll show y'all a bet and tell y'all about a bet later on. But let me get back to what I'm doing here, man. Anyways, like I said, I believe that the Knicks ain't that great, so don't put all your eggs in a basket. So next game, Bucks and the Pistons. Pistons been competing. Pistons is a really good team. They're turning around from last year with Cade Cunningham coming out on a breakout year. You know what I mean? Showing that he's, able to compete with all the superstars that everybody loves. And, you know, the Pistons, you get 7 points with the Pistons. And that's a lot of points for the Bucks that ain't covering nobody. They've been losing, so you already know what I'm gonna say. But anyways, that Pistons might could win this game straight out. So yeah, you hear what I'm saying to you. But anyways, the Bucks they ain't beat nobody by 7. The over and under is 223. I mean 213. That just shows you that 213 is a low total versus all the great teams that be at 230, 227, 242. You know what I mean? So the skill level and what they, projected to put up, it's right there in your face. Um, Jaden Ivory's out for Detroit. Tim Hardaway's out for Detroit. Lillard's out, and Ryan Rollins out for the Bucks. So Lillard's out. Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway's a little bit of a factor. Jaden Ivey, he been out. Lillard's either always out or Giannis is out or something's wrong. The team's not connecting. Y'all don't understand. Just take the points with the fucking Detroit. I'm not even gonna say no more. Simple and cut. It's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You heard me? I don't trust no Milwaukee. Everybody loves Giannis. He's a good player, but he can't carry the team. It's a lot of ball hogging over there. Everybody doing what they want. It's not a lot of chemistry. The team's just looking horrible. Doc Rivers coaching is bad. Um, just like I said, Detroit's been covering. They're the number 1, maybe number 2 cover team in the NBA at this point. You pay attention to the books off the books and just take the points with Detroit. Next game, Minnesota and Portland Trailblazers. And Portland Trailblazers, they won a couple games. They've been looking good. Minnesota seems to be up and down. They look good 1 minute, they don't. Minnesota's minus 10 points with an over and under 219. They're giving Portland 10 points. DeAndre Ayton's out. Anthony Simon's out. Minnesota should win this game. If you want to take a minus 425 for Minnesota just to win it on the money line, that's on you guys. I don't really like to take nothing like that, because obviously it's no money in it. It's beat to the books. So either you're gonna make a parlay with 2 or 3 other things to take that money and add it to something, because obviously it's nothing there. So, but if you just take Portland, you maybe push them up to 12. Maybe that might interest you. You might need more than that. I would just say that, 219 is a lot of points for Portland, who doesn't score a lot of points. Portland probably scores 92 points, 94 points, 90 points a game. So that means they're expecting Minnesota, they'll have 100 and something. I don't believe that a Minnesota can put up, 120 points, and then Blazers only put up 100. I don't believe that Blazers will put up 100, so I believe it will go under 219. So just take the under in that, because it's really no money in trying to pick a team and figuring out what they're going to do with that. So I would just suggest to take the under 219 or 220 in the Portland, Minnesota game. That game seems to be just a trap. Next game, Grizzlies and the Lakers. Grizzlies getting 7 points. No Ja Morant and no Desmond Bain. No Anthony Davis. No D'Angelo Russell. Jeez, for the Lakers, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. If you take out those two people, Ja Morant, Desmond Bain for Memphis, and you take out Anthony Davis and D'Lo for the Lakers, the team is basically evenly matched, so the points can come in handy. But since the Lakers are at home and the money line is not that bad, you can add this to a parlay and just take the Lakers, minus 250 on the money line, and add it to something else. They should win this game because they're at home, and there's no actual body gonna stop LeBron. And I think LeBron's gonna take the tournament pretty serious, where he'll just run up and down the court and do what he wants. Referees won't call anything. They'll be at home. They want the Lakers to look great, and it's no Ja, and no matter what about AD. I think the Lakers will put in Cam Reddish and a couple other good guys to cover D'Lo's position, and they should win tonight at home. So take the Lakers. And you can add the Lakers to that Minnesota. You might not still get plus no 100. Who knows with that. But the next game up is Phoenix Suns and the Kings. Phoenix Suns getting 7 points. Over 225, under 225. Injuries, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal. The Kings, Malik Monk and Carter is out. Let me see. At this point, the Kings ain't been looking that good, but they've been looking good enough to beat the Suns. So just take the Kings, because there's no way Devin Booker all by himself is stopping DeRozan and De'Aaron Fox. So, yeah, I guess the Kings, man. Let's keep it simple and playing Kings and win. You know what I mean? If y'all want to talk about some props tonight, we can get into that. For props, what I like is I got a dub club, man. I like Edwards for 20, Wembanyama for 20, Cunningham for 20, uh, and DeMar DeRozan for 20. I like let me see. I like Sabonis for like 15. I like James Harden to cover his 20 points. Mm. I like Cam Thomas over his rebounds and assists over 7. That's plus money at 120. I like Kobe White over his rebounds and assists. That's 8 at negative 120, negative 135. I like Jaden Ivory over his rebounds and assists. That's at 9 at negative 115. Those are the fruit props I like, man. You know what I mean? I don't really dibble and dabble in too much crazy. You know, I do a few, do 3 or 4 lines, throw them together, get some plus money. But you know, there's special games that you can't open up and eat. I hit a 4-leg last night that had plus 7,000. Andrew Wiggins 3 assists. Kyrie 5 assists. Klay Thompson 3 assists. Draymond Green 6 assists. Look it up. That joint went crazy. Plus 7,000. And it was simple math, just a few assists in that type of game where Warriors and Dallas, you know, they was gonna play tough and everybody was gonna have tough defense. That means they were gonna be jumping in front of each other and forcing each other to pass the ball a lot. So I was able to kind of like look at the way the game script was gonna go and create that ticket and easily come up. And the fact that they was giving so much odds, good odds, I was getting all plus money for all of those bets. And it was all in the same game. You know, so if y'all like what I'm presenting to you, man, y'all like what y'all hear, like and subscribe to the video, put down in the comment list, tell me what you on tonight. You know what I mean? Tell me what you didn't like that I said and I didn't get to. You know what I mean? Next time I jump in a video, I come out and check y'all comment list and we can start, going back and forth on some of the things y'all like. And more we get into it, more I get further. You know what I mean? We'll start doing more on the channel. And hopefully y'all like it, man. Y'all share it with your friends. Let's get the bag. Let's get money together. Y'all ready?